So let's move forward towards 47. 47, another beautiful Virgo key, and one really intense one. 47 partners with the 22nd, and 22nd is quite a ride. I find that people having this too, especially if they are both in the profile, but even if you have just 47, you are here into a lot of transformation and transmutation. 47 from my perspective shows on the face everything you're going through. So for me, it's that kind of Virgo shamanic energy that just purifies and transmutes everything through the body, through the face. You can see them. And when I was contemplating this, I remember I did art at university and high school, and I remembered when they talked about the mystical ecstasy saints had, and the faces they had. You can look at sculptures done by Italians, or when you can see in marble, where you can see that faces where they suffer or they go through so many. That's 47 for me. Like when these people transform and transmute, you can see it. They are just someone else. And it's, I don't know, they rejuvenate very easily. It's brilliant. And I think here it's a lot related to the purification part of the Virgo. Virgo is obsessed with purification, be it of the physical body, of the surroundings, of everything. They need to purify, to reinvent all the time. And yeah, that can go into OCD and, you know, detoxing and everything. But with 47, it's a lot about using the body as a gate, I think. So this is my experience with them. I saw many people having 47. They go to spiritual classes or courses. You can look at your face and you will know if the environment needs purification or not. You can see it if they are okay or not. So yeah, great couple of power here, 47 with 22. Yeah, the witchy.
Yeah, we call it Alchemist because, like you say, it's there, and it's not a joke. It's really in it. Like you say, it's a transmutation that is cellular, that goes really deep, because in the frequency band, it's goes from oppression. It's breaking through from that oppression. And I know that Ashley did a interview with Kim Gold last year, and I mean, even the way that she's playing with the charts, I mean, I think it was Eleanor Haskell Porter from the beginning that started to do the interactive chart and the spiritual chart. But there is something, even how we can work with human design, where you start to see how can we look at it in a different way, so that we can alchemize some of the things that maybe weren't so obvious in Ra's work, for example. So they are here. And I mean, I do feel, I can't help it, but I do feel compassionate, you know, and it's not to say I feel pity for, but, you know, there are people that are, I think maybe in their 50s, more or less, that have in the outer planet, they have 47, sometimes like 4 times, I guess it's Neptune and Uranus or something. And you're like, and then they have, for example, 47 and 22 is life, work, and evolution. And you're like, you know, you're like, I don't know what karma you're here to transmute, but I understand that it's a ride, you know. And that's when it also kind of becomes artistic in a way. The 22 is very artistic. It's that channel of openness. It goes from the emotional center to the throat. So it's here to be a poet, and it's here to kind of open people up through its own grace and suffering somehow. I feel like, yeah, there needs to be, the 47 is asking you to be brave. So if you don't find that courage and have the 47, like I believe it can feel like that oppression for a long time. I guess the thing that I want to just tie it back to the 64, because it's funny, they come after each other and they form this channel between the head and the ajna, which is abstract. So if the 63 and the 4 were logical, here we have the abstract. So here it's seeing patterns, like you kind of, you say, these people come into a place or a group dynamic, and they can see the abstract patterns that other people can't see. So there is really this ability, and that's also why I believe they can be artful, because they can see those patterns that nobody see, and there is a wisdom and intelligence in that they can then use to alchemize and transmute.
Yeah, beautiful one. I love the illustration. I'm just curious, I don't know if it has any 28, But I was just thinking now, like 47 makes these potions here, everything. Who would test them? Like a 28 will go like, yeah, let's do that. Oh, I'm teleported into. I find, yeah, I don't know if it's any connection between them.
I mean, even the 11, I feel it's like I want to see all the archetype. I want to try all the elixirs. Just got another idea.
Yeah.
Mix this together.
Yeah. I think it needs that gut feeling type of energy. Like, okay, let's take this risk and teleport into a new. Yes. Okay. Let's move